So I'm here with Timberlin, and he is an ultramarathon runner and based in Shiprock, New Mexico. So can you tell us a little bit about that, about what you do, and kind of where your motivation comes from? Because you gave a great speech earlier.
Yeah, I'm a professional runner, so a professional ultra runner, and I do all the distances past marathon distance. And marathon distance is 26.2 miles. I do everything past that, so it can range from 50 miles to 100K, 100 plus. And there's a variety of races I can go on to even over 400 miles. But what I do is I kind of use running and use the Navajo culture as a way to positively influence the Native community, rather it be the youth, the elderly. And I use it as a philosophy of like running is medicine. So I try and use that as a way to just redirect people. I feel like a lot of the time on the reservation, you have a lot of youth in this modern world that are so disconnected from their culture. So a lot of the times it all starts with running. Like in the Navajo culture, you get up before the sun, run to the east. It's that early bird gets the worm reputation. Like just starting with that and letting it progress into it. You see a lot of people kind of gain themselves back, but you have a lot of like just mental health issues here, and a lot of it resorts to just them being inside and never outside, never getting in that fresh air. So just like, at least if anything, if I could show them that there is that one individual, that one Navajo that could be just like them, that's out there doing the same thing, at least that gives them kind of that inspiration. And just that image where it's like, oh, I can do this. You know, it doesn't have to be running, but it could be some type of passion, some type of outlet that's outside to get you not in a box. I feel like we're always physically in a box, and we're getting to a point now where mentally now we're just trapped in a box. So like, yeah, a lot of times with outdoor sports, outdoor education, and even then just running in general, it's a good philosophy to just have. I mean, you can connect this running to so many other cultures because running is so universal. And I just feel like, you know, as a Dine, you know, that means the people in Navajo. You know, we're just all human beings. And like one of my favorite runners, Edison Eskeets, he makes a good point where he says, like, if your blood is red, my blood is red, doesn't matter what label you are, we're human beings. And I love how he demonstrates that. And we demonstrate it through running, for a simple run. That's kind of just what I do every day.
All right, so you were also talking about the 3 Ps, and I was wondering if you could kind of explain what that is.
Yeah, so 3 Ps, the first one I always like to do is patience. Patience comes before the second 2 Ps, which is progress and purpose. Now, patience is like the rudimentary, fundamental thing that you have to do in life and in general, and especially in running. Running is a very humbling sport, and you see a lot of like runners, they always want to be, you know, the top dog or the fastest person within a week, within 2 weeks or a month, or they want the results just like that. But running teaches you the complete opposite. It teaches you to be very humble and be very patient with yourself to a point where you have to take stuff not on a weekly basis, but a monthly to yearly basis. It takes months to years. So like you see that, and you see like, especially with injuries, you always want to get back within 2 weeks, or, you know, you have like ligament tears. You think the ligament's going to heal just as fast as a muscle. But then you got to have that patience to understand that a ligament and tendon takes longer to heal. You just got to like back off on it. But patience, it's the full rudimentary thing of just, you know, taking a step back and understanding with yourself that you're gonna go that other route and not just go on the first thing that you think of, first thing that you act. And the second one is progression. Progression, rather be good, bad, and even ugly, you're gonna learn from it. So with progression, when you have that bad race, you gotta have that patience to just block out that anger mindset and look at, why did I make that mistake, or why did I start throwing up, you know, and why did I do that? And then you start looking, I usually look 2 weeks before my race, if I have GI issues or if I have any issue like health-wise, like 2 weeks before, what did I eat? How did I sleep? When you start adding those things up, you start to see why you had the result that you had. And that's all based off of your progress, you know, how you look at things. But either way, when you learn, you improve, you grow. And with purpose, that's for all the marbles. That's your why. Like, what's your why? What gets you out in the morning? And, you know, when you've learned everything that you've learned and you're still down on the ground, you know you got to still get back up. What that first thought you have, what's going to get you back up? And that's your purpose, and always like instill that, because there's always going to be hard times. There's always going to be a time when it's going to be, you're going to be in pain mentally, physically, or spiritually. Understand that with progression it's temporary, and understand with your purpose why you want to get through that, why you want to get through that pain, why you want to get through that strenuous moment in your life. But with purpose, that solves all of your three. You can even do that with goal setting. I do that on a monthly basis, to where it just keeps you in check, keeps you in the right direction. When you have goals that you want to pursue within 5 to 10 years, you gotta check back with yourself. Am I on the right track? Because sometimes it's very easy to get off track, and out of nowhere you start to lose interest because of family issues or because of your depression and anxiety, and then you realize, oh, I haven't done this or I haven't done that. Well, if you go through the 3 Ps, you understand why you haven't done this or why you haven't done that. So definitely the 3 Ps is just very crucial, just to stick to oneself.
Yeah, that's really great to hear. And so you have a nonprofit too, and you work with kids and teach them, and you kind of teach the tradition and also learning.
Yeah. Being a board member for Fundamental Needs is really fun. I'm really excited. It's my first year of being a board member, and I'm looking forward to kind of what we can do in the future for sure. I have a bunch of running projects planned up to raise some funds and hopefully just spread the message on. And I feel like with running, it can carry on for miles, so the message can too.
Okay, great. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was good to meet you.
Yep, good to meet you too.
Okay.